Yeah.
But somebody beat me to it.
Mom was a red golden retriever, and dad was a red golden poodle, or not golden poodle, but poodle.
Yeah, but that dog is precious, and I love him.
Le Precious.
Do we at least want to start trash?
Yes.
Not single trash.
Hey, there's
the game's
more
gonna
than
show
just
up.
the
I
single.
just can't do it by myself. But staring at this dude.
Where are you at, troll?
What?
Hey guys,
Goodbye.
do you have a spot left?
Hello, where are we?
Yeah, we have tons of spots.
What the fuck?
Hello, where are we? Hello, what'd you do? Hello, the fuck?
Oh, I died.
Okay, well, I'm gonna print screen. Prince, yeah, take a screenshot of this bad boy.
Did you guys die?
Ooh, there's a magical fucking doorway here down here too.
What?
I
saw another panda fly down there.
Oh,
I gotcha.
You guys just, I don't know. I could run straight to Lehooven.
that was so
Sorry,
weird.
I'm late. I was doing some work.
Are you on heroic?
Did I get you, Meg?
I'm not.
Oh.
Are you in the same phase as us?
I mean, I'm the
Okay.
lead, right? I should be. Are you guys fighting the first boss?
We're at Lehooven. We just barely beat the trash mob to get through to him.
What? That's weird.
Don't know if I can reach.
Because, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what I'm staring at.
You need some help, guys? Or you
Is
got
this
it.
where you guys are?
We're at the boss.
Yeah,
All right, well.
This is what I see.
How'd you get there?
Don't you moonwalk on me.
Troll, I got change.
God. The nerves. I'm a warlock, okay? I'm slow.
It's okay. I am too. Oh, you meant physically. Okay.
I mean, placing gate,
Hey, dude,
pre-placing my movement.
Is Silkcore or Slight still planning on coming?
Just press dash.
Both of them signed up.
Okay, I pushed my dash button.
Do you want Val or I to go tank for now?
It's either that or I do it.
Okay, I did it.
Makes probably the most sense for you two, Emmeline, but
Can we get a warlock gate?
Fuck no.
you know the moment you
Anyway.
change that you're You're gonna have to change back, right?
Yeah, I know. But and luckily, it's just one conduit thing I need to change. Or props bugged. I can't access any soulbind right now. What?
Oh, did you not have one activated?
No, like literally, I opened up the Venthyr panel from the minimap, and it literally does not give me the option for the soulbind, but it does for Holy.
Looks like you're running out to Haven.
Maybe I need to swap covenants real quick.
I mean, if you go to Haven, you'll be fine.
Like, it literally doesn't even give me the option to do anything in soulbinds. Like I'm still leveling, it doesn't give me the option for any of it.
Oh,
did you reload?
I haven't tried that yet. I still need to swap
have you
one thing.
turned it off and turned it back on again?
I will find out. Turning off and on again is probably going to be swapping covenants.
If the reload doesn't work, Alt F over will.
Ironically, that might be what fixes it.
Just ask Blizzard nicely to turn off the server and turn it back on for you. No. Why are you trying to pull down my blanket?
That's my blanket.
No, Elliot, that's my blanket. No, Elliot, that's my blanket.
Yeah, it's still. I'm gonna try swapping covenants real quick, see if that fixes it.
Hi, Emily.
I wanna play.
I want to play.
No, that's ignorant.
So the other kids think I'm cool.
Blanket, let's play.
Moon, are you here?
Being a swell, so sweet.
I smell Brussels sprouts cooking.
Good, you guys. I'm going home.
Well, that was it's working now. I just need to summon back.
You get one summon.
I get one summon per spec. I'm a different spec now.
Everybody gets one.
One butt touch.
Touch the butt.
I'll touch your butt.
I'm not drunk enough to even.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's nice to be here on Friday and just be able to meme.
And they'll feast, and they'll feast, and they'll feast, 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 feast.
On roast beast?
They'll feast on who pudding.
Oh, feast on who hash.
Roast
This
beast.
This is my blanket. Stop it. Your toy.
How do the healers feel about 3 healing this?
Fine.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, this one should be fine.
I figured this and the next should be fine.
It's probably only until Anduin's when we need me to swap back.
Yeah. Cass will be off work by Anduin too, and probably
Cass
always
just joined the group.
Yeah, but she's at work.
Everybody's working until the important bosses.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
This boss is kind of important.
So help me if Cass gets a tier.
She can trade.
I know she can. Hopefully
Do you
she
have
can
a
get
cauldron? That thing just gets scarfed.
No, it hasn't dropped yet.
Is Elegy of the Eternals bug for anyone else where it'll like say the wrong stat?
Mine just says crit.
Yeah, like I have like 25 more verse than crit, and sometimes I'll switch to my other set and it'll just be stuck on crit until I take it off and put it back on again. It's weird.
All right. Let's get some Friday evening tier.
Does anybody else listen to songs on repeat and think they're not long enough?
Yes.
A couple of them.
I used to do that.
God.
I try to like
Fucking
make
got
myself
me.
not listen to songs back to back because I used to do that a lot, and I would just burn myself out on songs I liked.
Sometimes I listen to 10 hours of Nintendo music.
For 10 hours.
10 hours of Nintendo lo-fi is kind of like slapping when you're trying to study, though.
We're just gonna lust out the gate on this thing. Nothing fancy.
Lust at the bus.
Got it, boss.
Who is still over there?
Oh, and Tanker Friends.
We're just taunting after the tank combo, and that's about it, right?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2.
What team combo?
1.
The one I die a lot to in heroic.
There's not one on normal.
Is there not one?
Well, some you don't even have to worry about that.
Unstable mode. Unstable mode.
I honestly forget.
It just hits one of you, I guess.
Protoform cascade. Unstable mode.
Alright, we're gonna be running into the thing here soon. Kill this thing. Run in.
Synthesize.
Don't forget to loot.
Protoform cascade. Unstable mode. Unstable mode. Cosmic shift.
Which one are we
Fury
going?
Warrior.
What jump containment are we going to?
Protoform cascade.
Whatever Fury Warrior that was, don't bomb the raid.
That was too far. I tried to go there to clear it, but
Unstable
You're just
mode.
chasing people down.
Unstable mode. Cosmic
I miss
shift.
being 9 Fey.
We're going that way? Okay.
That's fine.
Apparently.
Protoform cascade.
It's normal.
Who cares? It's easy.
Unstable mode. Unstable mode.
Cosmic shift.
If I may have not just DC'd, everything froze.
Synthesize.
Go into this bay. Quick, quick, quick.
Synthesize.
I'm just going for the hoof and kill. That makes sense.
Well, good luck, because my game's frozen and it's not doing anything right now. Just staring.
Get that tier.
Good job, Moon. Good job, Phantom.
If nobody else wants
It's
to
ephemeral
helm.
planes, right?
Yeah.
If no one else wants the helm, I can take it just for stat reallocation.
Let's see if the game will let me back in. I'm stuck on the loading screen right now.
It's fine. October can he can solo tank Calandris.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Good old Hollandi.
Worth it. Just remember. Sun comes down. On the top.
Thank you.
Watch for the pat.
Hello?
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 I think my Discord's not liking it right now because it's trying to disconnect and reconnect me over.
Sounds like it.
I think there's also WoW that was having that issue earlier too.
I'm live logging. Jerry.
Thanks. Yeah, because I was doing it too, but somehow it was showing me just the trash. I bought a pack.
It with your team member.
All right.
There's a
I
pack
have
coming.
2
behind
friends.
us. Yeah.
Yeah.
If someone wants to drag that down to logs.
Anyone know if they increased the drop rate on Progenitor Essentia? Because I feel like they must have.
I've
Yes,
still
they did.
only gotten one.
Really? I've gotten like 5 this last week.
I've gotten
Do you
one
do
from
the-
raid and one from first week, and that's it.
I do keep up the buff though from the Giro guys, which increases the chance of getting it.
I've never gotten it from gathering, only from I think one of the weekly quest thing, and then one of the raid bosses in LFR.
Are we doing our same placements?
Yeah, just do quadrants.
We're 4 healing this, right?
I think we're just 3 healing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
Where's Ramilla?
I'm tanking.
No, I keep on trying to go around to put palm on you too, and
Seismic tremors.
Spell troll.
Oh, do you use bots on pool?
No,
Seismic tremors.
it's normal. Don't want to waste the 250 gold.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, he's moving. Gotta follow him for anyone who doesn't know this fight. Try to be ahead.
Earthbreaker missiles.
Spread. Get ahead of this bomb over here.
Shatter. Earthbreaker missiles.
Spread.
Shatter. Seismic tremors. Earthbreaker missiles.
Dispel on Nuke.
Dispel. Dispel Yeetus.
The spells don't drop pulls on this difficulty, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that
I've
explains
been running it
a
out
lot.
into the balls.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
Earthbreaker missiles. Earthbreaker missiles. Shatter. Earthbreaker missiles. Shatter.
Dispel Yeetus.
Earthbreaker missiles. Shatter.
Let's get Alter up. If they're available to get up. And lost.
Eternity Overdrive. Earthbreaker missiles. Earthbreaker missiles.
The ciphers you carry at the translocator to build an arc across this chasm.
Moon's just farming right now. Yeah.
Yeah, there's 2-piece.
I think that's 3-piece, right? Or tradable. Because you don't have the hat, right?
Moon's got 1 piece. Yeah.
No, that's 3-piece now
That's
because
Yeah,
she got
no.
something off of the last boss.
Yeah. I didn't know if that was a same piece or not.
You're the one that live with what you do.
Where are we going now?
Anduin.
Domination's Grasp.
Oh yeah, that's right. Thank you.
The jailer's hold is strong.
Alright, should I tank it for 30 minutes then? I mean, we definitely need 4 heals.
We must help him break free. I cannot fail again.
Chuck, are you switching characters?
You had told me to sit on Anduin because I'm low, which is fine. I mean, I got 2, so that's cool.
I think you're doing good damage. I would say it's fine.
All right, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, we want to be as close to even as possible so we get the right buffs.
I mean, we'll see. You know, this is the tough point, right? Like, we want to be all inclusive here, but if we gotta drop people, this would be the fight that we would do it on. I think outside of this, we can be fine.
If you have an odd number of players on this fight, you get one person that's left out on the dispels.
That sounds like good game design.
I thought not everyone gets them on this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure not everyone gets them. We had odd before, and we're good. The problem is like 2 darks keep touching each other, and then the 2 lights keep dying. So I don't think we want to try to 3 heal this. We definitely got 4 heal it. So I'm gonna switch over to tank, and then we will have Emmeline switch back to heals. I mean, and then Cass will tank it basically once she is off work and can communicate and stuff.
I mean, it should be dead before then, right?
Maybe. We'll see. That mid phase hits like a truck, right?
Do what? The down phase?
The Lich King. The Lich King phase hits like a truck, right?
Not if you
taunt
when you still have the debuff.
Gotcha.
And it doesn't really. It's not that bad.
Yeah, let's see if Discord doesn't want to freak out this time.
Slice alive.
Wait. Is that a thing?
He just pinged me in CE discussion.
Sorry, Gaza, could I use your mount one more minute? Thank you.
So we probably should just offset Jamie and Haz, right? For groups.
Okay, I'm done. Thank you. I think, yeah, it was me and Ameline in a group, right?
Yeah, and then Jamie and Hand, I guess.
Yeah. I think that's what we did.
Yo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
I went straight doofus status. I went out to move my mom into her apartment. I forgot.
Okay, then I'm gonna go switch back.
Hold on, and now my headset's not picking up the sound. I'll be right back. Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, I hear everybody. Apologies.
Do you need me to come online, or would you have me come online?
I'm tanking it right now, so yeah.
Okay. Just gonna swap vent here.
The price of male waste legendaries just got cut in half since last night.
All right. Once we have everyone here, we will.
I just need a summon.
Go over a little bit different of a strat. Torp leave.
Just relogging.
Gotcha.
Do you guys usually get the star towards the inside of the platform?
So we're doing. We're gonna be starting to do star towards star. This whole side of the platform, beyond the X and the skull, this whole side should be safe. All the other mechanics should be ran out to that star side. We're not going to be doing the tank the strat where we're stacking on the tank, but when that bubble comes out, we do have to go get on it. So immediately when the spread is called, everyone just spread out along the side. I still would like to continue to do the lights stand still strat, but as less and less people are on the platform, you guys can feel free to move when it becomes obvious. You guys should also go into your bigwigs and or like DBMs, and there should be a little call out for like something that yells what color you are above you. Really, it's actually the most helpful for the tanks because most of the time it seems like you guys are like under 8,000 ground effects anyways, and people just might not be able to see you. So it just kind of repeatedly does it. For phases, let's see. I think we're going to put Slight, the Wind Fury group, and the last group in one phase, and the rest in the second phase.
Where do you want my action?
Who's the two healers that's going with that first phase?
You and Han.
Okay.
Where do you want my action?
First Lich King and second Lich King.
Yes.
Do you still want my action there, or would you let me use it for barrier?
I think we can use the first one on a barrier, but I want your second action for the second phase.
It will not be up. It will not be up in time for that second phase. I could be wrong though.
I think it's like 4 or 5 minutes into the fight.
Are you talking about second phase or intermission?
Second intermission. Sorry.
Oh, second intermission?
Yeah. So
it should be up. My third action should be up by then.
Okay. I mean, play with it.
Yeah, I'll find out this pull.
And then I do want to lust on that second intermission. It just seems like it's more sketchy, and like having like the lust for also the healers is good. And we should be trying to stack as tight and move it as a group as we can, because that makes it so those little guys jump in on us essentially, as opposed to jumping all over the room.
Well, 1 second.
Is there a feast drop for this pool already?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. We had a few deaths, right?
Let's just see it and get refreshed. And
Am I gonna have a pally go down with me in group 1?
yeah, Val.
Okay. Not a good enough pally. Okay.
Ouch.
I'll run Devo Aura.
Damn.
I was gonna be greedy and run the other one. Rat Aura.
Do we want me running concentration aura on this fight in case stars hit people?
I mean, what is your other option?
Red
Crusade
aura.
Aura?
Wings.
Yeah, but we have 3 pallies, right?
Yeah, I just need to be running Devo the whole time.
Gotcha.
Well,
I'll
most
just
of
cons
the.
aura.
So you said melee are going down first?
Yeah, so group 4 and group 5. Plus the healers I said, and Slight. So yeah, just tank them in the middle this
5,
time.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, in the middle. Okay.
Hope Breaker.
So barrier coming up.
Foul barrier.
Everyone in the barrier.
Blasphemy.
Everyone spread.
Domination blasphemy. Pain. Hope Breaker. Domination orders.
Group 1 down.
Wicked Star. Hope Breaker. Befouled barrier. Blasphemy. Wicked Star. Hope Breaker.
Star should be going to Star.
King's Morn Thunders.
Group 2 down.
Befouled barrier. Barrier. Wicked Star.
Yeah, everyone in the barrier.
Domination Word. Pain. Hope Breaker. Domination Word. Pain. Blasphemy.
Tank has light.
Hey, Mystic, I'll call for your innervate on this phase, okay?
Alright, it's a minute off. I can't Ashen on full.
Army of the Dead.
Oops. Uno momento, por favor.
Army of the Dead.
Alright, in this phase we'll be killing Skull, and then X, and then whatever the other one is. They need to be CC'd.
Wicked Star.
X got broken. Alright, on to X.
Hope Breaker. King's Mourn Hungers.
Group 1.
Wicked Star. Hope Breaker. The Foul Barrier. Wicked Star.
Get in the barrier.
Grim Reflections.
Alright, X.
Hope Breaker.
Or Skull, I mean. Wow, they just changed.
That's right, we got
King's Mourn Hungers.
Group 2 down.
Domination Word. Pain.
Let's just do Square
Wicked
next.
Star.
It's there. Oh, went off. Didn't realize it was not CC'd.
Domination Word. The Foul Barrier. Hope
I'm in
Breaker.
Pod Tender.
That's a wipe.
Wicked Star. Wicked Star.
The light has abandoned you.
Oh, neat.
Have they nerfed normal since last week?
That's
Seems way more forgiving than usual.
No, I mean
Or just
damage is a
play
little there. Yeah. Honestly, having Cass here too for that first phase is really nice.
And I'm sorry, Moon. I didn't PI correctly because I forgot I'm using it on you on the downstairs and on the Lich King phases.
All right, let's get another pull in. That's pretty damn good. So I think the only thing that really needs to change, and I'm just gonna put like 1,000 markers over here so it's easier to see, is we should be running that like star bolt thing out to this side.
Both colors of it?
5, 4, 3.
No, the
2,
stars, the
1.
like projectile thing.
Yeah. The thing that targets you and boomerangs. We're just keeping that whole side of the platform clean or clear for it.
The foul barrier. Blasphemy.
Spread.
Blasphemy.
Tank has yellow.
Hope breaker. Domination word. Pain. King's Mourn Hungles.
Group 1.
Domination word. Pain. Hope breaker. The foul barrier.
The small ones first, guys.
Blasphemy. Wicked star. Hope breaker. Wicked star. King's Mourn Hungles.
Group 2.
The foul barrier. Wicked star. Domination word. Pain. Hope breaker. Wicked star. Domination word.
Spread.
Blasphemy.
There's a lot of people standing in the line of the path of where the stars are going to go. You should probably make your way around.
Army of the Dead.
We're listing in second on one of these.
Army of the Dead.
Okay, Mystic.
Grim Reflections.
Kill Skull.
Hope Breaker. Wicked Star. Wicked Star. Domination Word. Pain. Hope Breaker. Domination
Group
Words.
1.
Pain. Wicked Star.
No action for this one has. For this barrier.
I'll have my healing tide.
This one's gonna get in, someone.
The Foul Barrier.
All the ads aren't being killed up downstairs.
Wicked Star.
We got him. I
Okay,
sniped it with
okay.
a lay on hands. Yeah.
Grim Reflections. Hope Breaker. King's Mourn Thunders.
Group 2.
Wicked Star.
Let's do Moon next.
Wicked Star. The Foul Barrier.
Make sure you're killing the little ones downstairs, not the big guy.
Wicked Star.
Stay in the barrier, stay in the barrier. I want CC'd, so. Alright, now I'll kill the last one.
Can I get an extra? I got one. Thank you.
If that one counts.
It does something.
Alright, we got 100% going into this phase. Remember, try to stay as a group.
March of the Damned. March of the Damned.
Make sure we're cleaving down ads.
March of the Damned.
Don't get hit by the wall.
That was quick.
Right, out of the middle. Take it out of the middle.
Hope Breaker.
When we get the buff, I'm just gonna call names and you run to the middle.
Hopelessness.
Spread.
Hopelessness.
Alright, so me, Cass, and Yeetus. Let's go with Bombs, Val, and Karcher. Let's go Ook,
Wicked Star.
Moon, and Jamie.
Hopelessness.
Let's go Alter, Gaz, and... Sorry, I'm trying to do too much. I guess just clear as you go. Maybe it doesn't do the raid wide. I'm going to be putting this for groups and heroic, though.
Hope Breaker.
Good job, guys. Was that 2 pulls tonight?
Think so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cutscene.
Do you not understand?
Exciting.
This one is bound to me.
Time to win!
Fulfill your final purpose.
Congrats on whoever gets tier.
This blade does not belong to darkness. It was forged by valor.
Am I crazy or is Varian Rin's voice in this cutscene Chris Metzen?
Its legacy.
Alright, let's go to Regalon.
Are with you. Even here.
So left.
Finished.
Just take me
Saw the AFK that entire time.
I just want to verify: are we stopping at Jailer just so we don't get loot pull from Jailer?
I don't know that it matters, but
let's focus on killing these two first.
Yeah,
I've heard it does, but you never know really. I don't think we have any confirmation.
Wait, why would that matter?
It depends on if the tiers. It depends on if tier slots within the loot system is based off of pool or if it's based off random happenstance. No one truly knows. There's not enough people collaborating for data.
You can get tier from bosses you haven't killed, but they haven't said if the chances differ. You know.
This is also normal, right?
Yeah.
But
Are we waiting?
no. I mean, one of our tanks is missing.
Oh, sorry. Shit, I'm watching the cinematic. What happened?
I forgot these guys just died.
Did they get RP killed by Bulwark?
Oh shit, hold up. Let me lower my TV.
Cutscenes on YouTube, let's go!
Oh, I need to get the hell off of Necrolord, don't I?
You would for this fight, yes.
I thought I just never pressed the button.
It seems
like what do you switch off for?
Well, it's more so the fact that if I slappy hands on the boss, all the quasars hit the boss and the raid falls to the floor.
Correct.
Oh, wait, hold on. What if I can circumvent that by slappy handing them away from the boss and all together, and so we can bleed them?
Giga brain.
Also, congrats to Kiara for defying the odd.
What do you mean?
You're only supposed to kill one.
Didn't you loot 2 tiers in a row?
Yeah, happens.
That's PoV.
Wait, does she have 4 set?
3 piece.
No, 3 piece.
So congrats on 2 piece.
I saw that. Dingo.
I always do.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was doing it last night too. Notice me, senpai.
Your deeds have unbalanced the harmony of the cosmos. For reality to endure, it must be remade. But you are nothing more than aberrations to be discarded.
More Regalon.
All right, quasars spawn from these things. Cannot get to the boss, otherwise we die. An orb will come from the ceiling. One person needs to soak it. People with immunities are really good for it, but on normal it doesn't really matter. There's going to be an orb that spawns. I don't know if it's on top of this thing or if it's just right in front of it, but we need to kill it in order to get the moats in order to phase to the downstairs one. When we go to the downstairs one, everyone's got to find a little circle and stand in it. Then we go downstairs. During the downstairs, there's also 2 orbs. The only way to kill these orbs is by everyone stacking in on it. We'll stack in on one and we'll run out, and one of the tanks has to stay behind and absorb it, and then we'll stack in on the other one and run out, and then the other tank absorbs that one. There is one more range, or you get some kind of debuff around you, and you need to find one of the little pools on the floor and hit it. It'll put you into the downstairs phase for a little bit, and when you come back out, just make sure you're not standing on anyone. I think that's pretty much it, but if you don't know this fight, it's probably better just to see and start getting some pulls in and ask questions as we go. Yeah, I think it's timing on killing the orb thing. We want it to die right before the phase, so
yeah, basically, you don't want to kill another one. That's the big deal.
So basically, when we say focus the orb, focus the orb. Let's give it a shot. Oh, and tanks, like if you fully mitigate whatever it hits you with, it's really nice. I believe like a full Celestial Brew does it. But like you want to mitigate as much as you can between the tank hit, because it essentially gives you stagger. If that makes sense. For whatever is not mitigated.
So it's like the last boss of the other side.
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
All right.
Hold on just a second. My mouse just decided to wig the fuck out.
I don't think there's anything too crazy to heal in the first phase, but downstairs phase, we probably want to use like Spirit Link on the first bomb and then something else on the second bomb. But it seems like these two have been going down way easier than Anduin was.
I'm ready.
I'm good.
All right, I'm Tinkers.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, and you want to take this out the edge. Any edge. That's fine, but all the way to the edge.
Like, no, he's in my ashen.
Not no more.
Kill the shit out of those quasars.
Pick him up.
We didn't kill the orb. Alright. Let's bring him over to Skull here and see if that orb spawns next to it every single time.
Okay.
So when are we lusting?
I believe out the gate. So the little pools spawn where the quasars were, and that's how you get rid of your thing. If you don't have like the debuff, try not to stand on them, or otherwise you like go down to the weird phase.
It spawns where they die or where they originally were.
I believe it's where they die because they spawn from the little locations that I've mapped out here. Cass just eat herself out. All right, thanks.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All possible outcomes result in your demise.
Why can I not see that? There it is.
So we didn't need to kill that thing yet, I think. We want to kill it right before the massive bang. Alright, so kill the orb. Alright, now find your little thing. It's recommended that whatever one you use this time, use for the rest of it. Alright, so there should be an orb here soon.
Oh, is it just rinse and repeat now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, maybe there's no orb to absorb on normal. Alright, so we need to move this to a different orb now. But after the quasars. There's an orb on Moon.
Those people with the
kill the orb,
eclipse.
kill the orb, kill the orb. Yeah, if you have the Dark Eclipse, you need to go into the little circles.
Yeah.
Get ready. Oh, I thought we were wiping it. Well,
I started going to the other side where you said, you know, use the same ones that you did before.
Yeah. They always kind of spawn in these like little patches like this from wherever one, like the boss is. So, like if you're say like far right like pool, like try to go to far right pool.
Yeah, you can't double up on it either.
Yeah.
Fucking nuke me.
So it just takes a while for these things to appear.
Yeah, but they appear periodically, essentially.
Oh, it's whenever one of the quasars dies. Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, if you have like the cartoon rain cloud above your head, that's when you jump into one of those little black pools from the quasars.
It's funny because if you have that little thing above your head, the game will indicate where the pools are on the ground with like a big blue arrow.
Yeah. And if you're just going into it naturally, like you're just taking unnecessary damage, essentially. I think one of the like harder mechanics is it goes away if you take it and you don't have the thing. Anyways, what was that like? Was our second
30,
pull? 33?
33.
Yeah, we'll kill it here in a few.
You just want to just stand on skull for the pull?
Yeah, basically, like tank should just be running it as fast to skull as possible. Range need to like spread out kind of around the middle of the room, but I think that's the mechanic that I forgot. Like there's some reason that range need to spread out and not overlap each other.
It's the line mechanic targets ranged.
Gotcha.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All possible outcomes result in your demise. Reality's folding. Cosmic collapse is inevitable.
So the collapsing quasars can be slowed, by the way. They can also be rooted.
Kill the orb. And find your spot.
Oh my god, I stepped right out of mine.
Phantom, I saw that.
You saw nothing.
Oh, straight out of the action.
Come back.
That hurts my soul.
Us Pally's gotta rise up.
We'll get Jamie up when we go back up. Or
I'm already up.
I get it.
But I'm warming up the phase 1 for you guys.
Were you all by yourself?
Yes. I was literally in my circle and then stepped out of it before the phase.
Don't kill the sphere yet. We have 45 seconds to kill that sphere.
It looks like accidental cleave is just killing it.
It has lots of dots on it.
Kill them quasars. It's really kind of range.
Pick him up when you can.
Be in that. Scoot in.
So we are going to need Meat Gang to come off the boss a little bit and help kill quasars. No focusing, no tunneling. The further out we kill them, the better it basically is for positioning. Oh, you brought on two quasar.
Oh, they spawn right at those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tank them at like these little things right here. Oh.
Yeah.
The little V's. I was just trying to get them away from the unstable matter.
Yeah. So basically the equivalent of like that skull position on each one of them's good.
Right.
Why are we moving the boss
Don't
during
have the
intermission?
soul stone, by the way.
We don't need to move it during the intermission. We need to slowly move it to a new one, like when we go back up. Or during the intermission, we can move it insanely quickly and then just stack there or whatever.
Just do it quicker so I don't drop my ash in the wrong place.
Yeah. Can we
one,
just
one of the other
a gateway?
Yeah. We can. Eventually, we'll use the gateway for the spheres and heroic and mythic. Anyone got a hammer?
Yeah, Chiefs is down.
Does anyone?
I see.
Anyone have a codex? I'm gonna change the binding shot to help root.
Here I am thinking my Earthbind totem was good enough.
It gets broken almost immediately.
Where is?
No, that's Earth Grab.
Oh.
I'm just talking about the slow one. Imagine specking out of Spirit Wolf and Raid.
Where is the Jeeves?
I'm jumping on him.
I see him. Thank you.
Yeah, apparently the game didn't like me running over to the Jeeves. Disconnected me.
No Jeeves for you.
Oh, it's good to know I'm not the only one having those weird issues.
Do we want gates or no?
So do we want this thing moved during the intermission or in the up phase?
Let's do it in the up phase. I think.
Right.
Well, actually, let's do it in the intermission. The intermission does make more sense because there's no quasar spawning during the up phase.
How about?
But we'll just do it quick.
Here's an idea. We right? So we're all spread at the start of the intermission. So if we just group up, drop the gateway, as soon as intermission done, we just all take the gateway, and then just instant moves at the end of intermission before anything spawns, and we're already pre-positioned because everyone's right there.
Yeah, so we'll just go on to X next. I'm gonna throw up a break. Right, we've been going, so let's just do a little 5-minute.
Losing hope, sailing alone across the night sky. Giant fireworks, so why don't you notice? Yeah.
I think I'm starting to realize
Wow.
that because I went tank and went back, I don't have soulbind.
Wow, it's not like any of us have ever done that before.
I would never.
Also, it won't let me change it at codex for some reason, so I'm reloading. Like, it just doesn't give me like an option to even look at my soulbind.
Oof.
It's the best whenever you start a key and you're about halfway through and you're like, something doesn't feel right, and you find out that, oh, when you switched, you're in your soulbind for Windwalker. It's wonderful.
Or that you're in Pelagos and you just don't have any conduits in
Yeah,
it,
or
but you're in the
nothing at
middle of
all
a
in
20.
there selected.
You just sit
All
there
my
doing a
homies hate
20 with...
Pelagos.
50k in chat, anybody?
Yeah, I had a Pelagos with not a single like thing, like not even the beginning conduit selected.
Oh, Enchantress isn't here to gamble with me.
I'll be back soon. I just it's not letting me change my conduit, so I have to go to one of these stupid machine things.
I'll gamble with you if you give me money to do it with.
Okay, I took it down to 25k. Come on. Any takers?
She's looking to take people's money.
Anybody?
Yeah, see, in this situation, I'm just trying to save up for legendaries, and I lost like 40-something K 2 nights ago, so I think I'm good.
Oh, Will's gonna gamble.
I think Nick said he wanted to gamble too.
Can't get a summon back, so I can pay Jamie when I get back there.
Who are you kidding? Every time you play, you always like beat me out. See? See? See?
Can someone summon me back so Jamie can pay me?
Exactly.
Got summoned by my wife. I don't want that shit.
Oh, fuck off.
What, did
Why
your
you
wife
married
make you
me.
that summoning portal?
Pocket summoner.
Probably.
Pocket summoner.
I have one of those. Okay, 25k. Come on, come on, come on.
Okay, I'm back. Just in time.
Yes. Not bad, not bad.
Can this guy... He could not make feasts.
Although since I accidentally reset the stats the other day, it was only Enchantress and I rolling all night, and I ended up winning like 170k from him. And that's all the stats showed, was just... Yeah, see, most of that's what I've won from Enchantress.
Well, look at the top two.
Yeah, I actually bought my Lego with stuff I won the other day.
I worked so long on this. Yeah.
Oh, what did I roll? There, roll now.
Yay, repairs.
I see, losing the small rolls to throw off suspicion.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Inky Black potions are now going for 89 gold on the auction house and still selling just as well.
When's next time Dark Moon Fair is in town?
A month from now.
Yeah, it just ended this past weekend.
Oh, that's every me.
All right, I got Soulbind this time. Let's go. I didn't even have wrong Soulbind. I literally had 0 Soulbind.
Exactly. It's the same thing that happened to me then.
Yeah. I guess, when you change when you're in the different spec and then go to a different one, it just doesn't even register at low Soulbind.
Weird.
It doesn't remember.
We'll be like the only person who's killed Anduin with no Soulbind.
That time in September.
Trying to show you fireworks, so why can't you know?
See,
Did they get assist?
I think there's only one person that might get that, and that's Nick.
What? I have no idea what you said. I'm
Nothing.
down.
It's a musical tune, and so
Oh.
if anybody got that, it would be you. But you don't like
What?
musicals anyway.
Musical? I love musicals.
Name one.
Aguirre.
So, yeah.
Avenue Q.
I love Avenue Q.
Greece.
So
Oklahoma.
Scarlet
Guys and
Pimpernel.
dolls.
quick moves during the down phase. X will be the first one, and then that little corner after it. We'll just go counterclockwise. Easy.
Aguirre. Aguirre.
Eggs, where are you?
What have you done to my boy?
Gonna give him 3 minutes.
Oh, he's here. Don't want to pull. You want to taunt him over here? Ooh, October. Grump.
Oh, yeah.
4, 3, 2,
Oh, yeah.
1.
Oh yeah.
Kill the orb. Kill the orb. Try to keep going to the same one constantly.
I'm going to be moving them.
There is no realm in which you can hide.
I know the tanks never like it, but the closer you can get to that wall, the better it is, just so that it's further away from the quasars.
You're just trying to get them to yeet themselves off the map.
I mean,
I don't think you can you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Keck W.
Just tried it.
Oh, you gotta drop a Transcendence and jump off and Transcend back.
It kind of kills you as soon as you go off the edge, though.
Nah. Try it.
My healing
Last time
tide
I
here.
tested for science.
What was that?
That was the beam on the ground.
Oh, like 3 of us did that.
I think I saw a rogue survive it though. Those pro moves there.
It's either that or cheat death.
No, you didn't proc it.
Can you get me Mystic?
So that
It's just
massive
be killing
damage
us.
that's happening to people is because people with the bomb are not going to the little circles. Let's kill the orb.
So 2 of us flickered into the same one, I guess?
Yeah.
Great minds think alike.
So how does it decide like what quadrant it's going to spawn the circles in?
It's based off the him.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure the pattern's the same every time. So like you
Right.
can basically have a claimed one.
This music makes me feel like I'm in Tomorrowland.
You
Very well
are.
done. Oh!
Welcome.
To the world of tomorrow.
Thank you.
I got you, Ka.
Oh, kill the thing.
What have you done to me?
Oh, I see. It's still kind of sucking you to the
Moving it.
center.
Yeah.
And that's what pulled. Okay. Actually, I think that's what's pulled me out. I was like, I don't think I stepped out.
Sucking real hard.
Jamie's getting the suck. Okay. I mean, you got to get the suck where you can get the suck.
I don't agree with that statement.
Sometimes it just ends up in cottage cheese, but you know.
Leave it. Where's
Alright,
Dylan when
remember
you need
to
him?
do phasars still, or quasars, or
We have a B
crystal
res
thingies?
for either healer.
Yeah,
I'm like off the
pick it up.
edge.
Okay.
Quasars.
Yay.
Woohoo!
That phone call noise.
Oh my god!
It really
It's
confused
wild.
me the
Does
first
gear
couple times I
exist
heard
in
it.
this fucking game, dude?
No, it doesn't, Chugs. It does not.
Yeah. I haven't gotten shit.
Fuck this game.
Hey, you're not the only one. I'm right there with you.
I've only gotten tier from my vault. Does it actually fucking exist?
Hey, that's better. I got 0 tiers so far, so that's better than me.
I think. Does anyone know if I think we have to go backwards?
There's a teleport.
Is there?
There's a console.
Ooh. Teleport.
Fuck! Where'd you get that?
That's
There's
what
a
they
male
do. Wait
male
until
wrist.
he chews on your cords.
He's already tried.
Yeah.
I've literally had to tape down every chord.
You can get stuff. The like bitter apple stuff. Put it on it. Our issue is that the dog learned not to chew on the cords, but every so often, occasionally, the cat decides that she can chew on the cords if she wants to.
Dude, I used to have a cat that I had to replace so many different headsets and router and different cables and stuff. But she finally learned her lesson, and I even tried that green apple stuff. But one time I heard the yelp of doom, and I smelt a certain pungent odor in the air.
Burning?
Roasting cat. She learned real quick? Or did she go the way of the like Christmas Vacation cat?
No, not Christmas Vacation cat, but she was never quite right after that.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Well,
What's the Christmas Vacation cat?
And I mean, here's the thing: is Jinx has never had anything happen to her, and she's more derpy than that cat. So.
Wow.
Our
Because
cat
Jinx
has a
also
habit.
has. Sorry, go ahead, Dingo.
Oh, of jumping up on the counter as well. And most of our counter though is just the stovetop. And so
Yeah.
I know one day she's gonna jump up there on a hot stove. And then
Have
she'll
you
learn.
tried the foil?
That's what
I
Christine
don't know if
always
he's tried
says.
that.
Yeah, where you basically put foil on your countertop shiny side up, so that when they jump up on it, it's like a mirror, right? And they see another cat, and it like freaks them out.
I thought it was just the feel of tinfoil they didn't like.
I thought it was the like
Yeah, I
sudden
thought it-
surprise of seeing another.
I thought it
animal.
was the crinkle.
But it might be the crinkle. I don't know.
I'll ask
All I
her
know is that
in a
that's
sec.
supposed to be the thing.
I think it's the crinkle because I whipped out a new thing of tinfoil and the cat like ran away.
So we use foil all the time, and it doesn't bother our cats. But our cats are kind of.
Hey,
You
it's
don't fear anything?
Malcanis' slam piece.
Our cat just unplugs John's computer.
Yeah, go cat.
Look at those boss mechanics that they're using on us.
Wait, you guys are using boss mechanics?
They're using their abilities.
Oh god, it hurts.
Oh my.
I'm afraid. Where's my
Same.
tremor totem?
Oh no.
Woohoo!
Wahoo! Yahoy!
Yahoo!
Oh.
Just release. Or wait.
Why is everybody using Vile Taint?
Target cannot be resurrected.
Lehuvim.
Also, on Ragalan, you do not die as soon as you get off the edge.
He tried to disengage trap.
No, I got knocked off and yeeted myself back on.
Man, this is really reminding me that how much it sucks that they like retconned all of Warcraft lore for this expansion.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, remember every bad thing that happened? That was just Dreadlords. And they were working
Remember-
for the jailer.
Ugh.
I just posted in
It's
general
okay.
what I looked over and saw from my derpy ass cat.
We're all gonna wake up and find that this
Hey,
was a dream.
what you
anyway.
doing?
And we've
Alright.
been in the
I'd
Emerald
somehow
Nightmare
be
all
more
along.
fucking satisfied with that.
It was all a dream.
Like
Range got
somehow
spread
that
out.
would be better.
Range got spread out. When the green buff starts to hurt you too much, pass it to someone else. Purple clears
Everyone
green.
has a.
A little bit of that. Purple clears it. Tanks have a frontal cone. You basically just tank it in the corner, and you swap every time.
Leeching.
Yeah, the leeching one goes off. During the Among Us phase, We do need people to talk. There's still people in this raid that I've never heard their voice, and it's kind of imperative for this. So you'll basically see a little Mal'Ganis above 5 people. You need to name those people off. Once a single person is named 3 times, they're one of the traitors, essentially, and we kill that person.
Got it, boss.
Could you say the first part
Mogus.
again? I was scratching my head.
Which first part?
All
of it?
About calling. Because I heard
Okay.
call the same person 3 times.
Yeah. So basically, you'll see 5 of the players. Like you'll want to spread out in that phase as best as possible. 5 players will have. It's only a few players that get it, right? And then 5 of those players, or those players, will be able to see 5 dreadlords above, like 5 players. Say those players' names. You go troll, Karcher, yada yada yada. If one of those person's names is said 3 times, they're one of them.
Okay.
Do we want to use the weak aura, the voting weak aura that Hand posted?
Is there a voting weak aura?
Yep.
Can
Let's
I
use that.
get a summon, please?
So
momento.
the weak aura will put a voting button on the nameplates of players, and so you could just vote for them there. Or there's also a macro in that same channel, which will let you like click on someone's name in your raid frames, and then hit the button, and it'll vote for them.
Okay. So basically, only the people who have the thing should vote. And once one of those is at 3, we're good.
I have to pee so bad. 1 second.
But you need the weak aura and the macro, or just the weak aura?
If you don't use the macro, you have to click the button on their nameplate.
That sounds easy.
What's the macro?
It's in the channel.
Thank you, Han.
Does that basically all auto solve for you, or?
So basically, if no one gets trolly with it, essentially, as soon as one of those hits 3, they're fine.
I see the helper. I don't see the macro part of the helper.
It's right below it. Macro this to vote.
I see it. Okay.
Liquid
What
was
is-
doing this, so it's officially
what is that, Will?
race to world first strat.
Yeah, if we kill this, we get war first, I think.
We're just like Liquid.
And then the other energy one is just stack in, and that's when we'll lust. Because they take double damage from AoE stuff during that time.
Any idea
Roughly-
when that is? Roughly.
Yeah.
I think it's like a minute in.
Oh, that's why people are running that.
Yeah, that's why people. That's why the race to world first is running survival hunters and frosty caves.
No, I'm looking at. They're playing AF on this fight.
Oh,
in heroic.
Frosty Chaos that just does better single target.
Anyways, let's get some pulls in. Oh, and when you do get the green buff dispelled off you with the purple buff,
5,
it's going to shoot out
4,
little things.
3,
Don't
2,
get hit by those.
1.
I will cast you into oblivion.
All decline mauled.
The shadow.
Don't
Don't do anything to the shadow.
Let them cast fully.
Yeah. So basically, once the shadow gets full health, someone's gonna
Can someone take this
Cass will drag
off
it in.
me?
Lust.
Yeah.
Lust. Let's do it. Don't kick it. Let it go up. Also, we should probably move from the sleep pole.
Yeah.
Oh, I can take that back.
Alright, go with that.
I'm gonna play with the I don't actually know, but I'm just assuming that we have to kill these even.
Yes.
Yeah, it does a ramping dot when one of them dies.
Yeah. I don't think we've had a fight in years where there's a 2-target cleave. Don't bring that in.
Oh, okay, I see.
A Gary.
I see a Gary.
Celesta. And a Gary.
Val.
Val?
Val.
Celeste.
And Celeste.
I see Alter.
Alter.
I see Val, Alter.
I hope it was a
it?
Gary because I just touched a death on.
I wouldn't do that.
Ad, kick the ad.
Yeah,
just wipe it up.
Dead.
Yeah.
I didn't see a
embarrassing.
button on the nameplate.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
The button went to the middle of my screen.
Yeah, that's where it was on mine too.
And you should only see the button if you actually are the one of the people that can actually see them, right?
I'm not sure. I think everybody could probably get it.
Yeah, that's
I
what
didn't
was
have
saying.
it pop up for me.
All I know is Mike out here being toxic as shit.
Oh, everybody was killing them?
I mean, there was only 3 people that I was able to target.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard 3 different people say Gary, so.
I did see numbers on my raid frames.
Yeah,
which I'm
so
assuming is the
basically,
vote count.
It looks like what you have to do is you have to target them and then hit it.
Target them and click the vote button.
Yeah, over and over. And then
Yeah,
once one of them hits 3, then that person is good to kill.
I saw Gary. I saw Val.
And the idea is not to move right away, right? Like moving just makes it
don't
harder
move.
to click and to see who
Yeah,
has the
just
votes.
spread out real quick and then stop.
Wow, we have a staggering 8 ranged, including healers.
Yeah, most of them didn't show up.
I'm here.
I
was here.
We got no mages.
I was here.
Fucking
Most of them are
Silcor.
gone.
I'm fine with it. It means I can actually heal.
Yeah, everybody's automatically stacked. Perfect.
Michelle, you here?
Yes. Sorry, I thought I clicked ready.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Cannot escape death.
let's get ready to lust. And lust.
When is ideal to pass off the green?
Like 4 or 5.
When it starts, yeah.
Someone with the pool needs to run over you, and it'll get rid of it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but you still have to like pass it off when it starts to hurt too much.
I'm at 15. I'm gonna find a friend. Thank you.
Yeah, and then purple pools should be clearing them from you guys. So those purple pools run out. Go find a green person.
Woohoo!
Be sure to bring that green pool out.
Yeah, don't bring the green pool to people. Never green pool in. Oh, that's bad. So that means Mal'Ganis double hit one of you guys.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Alright, let's just use this for the Among Us phase.
I got bomb.
I see bomb.
Troll.
Troll.
Ramanala.
Ramanilla.
And Torp.
And Torp.
Torp.
ICC, baby!
Yeah. Don't use area CC because it'll stun
Yes.
everybody.
Oh, darn it.
Any of you have a timer for the next Leeching Claws?
5 seconds.
You just...
Both of these can be killed.
I got it. Never mind, I think he still hit somebody.
Nope. Neither one of us got it.
Oh, it could be that melee are standing in front. Melee don't stand in front.
That fear is so much larger than it should be.
Yeah, tanks always point them off the
Missed it.
cliff. Melee never stand in front.
Can we do more DPS on Mal'Ganis maybe?
Be in this.
I mean, this is the AoE time, but yeah.
Mal'Ganis is 20% higher, by the way.
Yes, because some melee are getting swiped twice.
Sleep.
Can we dot up these shadows beforehand?
So
they don't take any damage.
They don't take any damage until they get to, or basically you want them to get it to 100%. And then...
Oh.
Yeah, the corporeal shadows need to die, though.
So I
You're
heard
bringing
we
in
can
the
dot
men
up
good, right?
I'm trying, yeah.
Ramilla?
Yeetus?
Yeetus?
Oktoberfest?
Jamie?
I was already in one.
There was somebody else over there as well.
Yeah, you can be in it. It's like a Venn diagram thing.
Shadows up.
Carrying, I think, is about to happen.
There's a PI's recompense.
Wow.
Margani is much higher still.
Yeah, mighty
We can
clusterfucky
clear
here.
from here. Yeah. If
Slide.
What?
It's like, no, it's not me, bro. It's not me, bro. I swear.
Get
Moon?
him. He's sus.
Moon.
I'm actually dead though.
we're too slow. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm a little confused as to the swarm clearing, because I don't know if we just did it wrong, but we tried to Venn diagram it and only one of them dropped.
What do you mean?
I
They'll
thought you just had to be
but they drop
standing
poles.
inside it.
So green. So purple move out a little bit. Green move into them. You can have as many green as you want in there.
Yeah, green can just be on the edge of that circle.
Yeah.
You don't need to go into it, or else you
You also have to be
just as long as the
careful.
circles are touching.
No. You have to be inside it.
You have to be in the
Okay.
purple, but you can be in like the hazy part.
Something else is when you dispel. Careful, Jamie. There's green things that travel along the ground. If you get hit by those, you get hit by the swarm again.
Yeah, and you can start stacking more and more swarms essentially. All right, we're gonna do our last break of the night here.
Swarm.
Also, remember they take double damage from AoE in the swarm phase, so saving cooldowns for that is probably pretty good.
You have AoE,
right?
Here, Grump,
No.
you want to use... Oh.
Yeah,
Go
like
ahead.
these right here.
Yeah, you want to use these two? Because
Yeah,
that was working really well.
Yeah,
like
it
we
was
were
a
on one
nice.
side.
Yeah, we can use any of them. Just I say we just start around the room.
Yeah,
it worked really nice when we were doing it that way.
Yep.
So I think you should get markers so people don't stand on you.
What was that?
I think the tanks should get markers. So it's
I
hard to
have
see
a
since
marker.
their models overlap each other. Yeah, one of you has a marker.
Slade's doing the Among Us thing.
Amogus.
You need a hammer.
Sussy Baka.
Sussy Baka.
Someone say my name?
Do you know how many people get the moment of clarity buff?
It must increase.
I think it's 5, but it might be higher with more people.
Just curious. I just didn't get any of them, and I was wondering if I was just messing up the mechanic or getting unlucky.
It might be the same people every time, because I've gotten it every single time.
No, I've gotten it and not gotten it. But are we yelling or are we using the weak aura? Because it seems like half and half, so the weak aura is kind of useless.
We're yelling out the person that has the votes, I think, right?
Yeah, but we are also talking about doing the weak aura, so it's like I've been doing the weak aura.
We're doing both.
I've been doing both.
Do the weak aura, it's better, but so get used to the weak aura. But you know, if
But
someone
we're not
all of a
going to
sudden has
not
8,
confirm it verbally.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Give me one more dance, blue without you. We're drinking tonight, right?
I don't care. It's not,
You guys
not a
aren't
normal
drinking?
raid night.
Okay,
Lightly.
I think a
DPS him
little bit would
slow.
be fine.
I heard I
That's-
heard heavily.
And by slow, I mean fucking slow.
Yes.
I remember I once tried to show that video to a friend and they were just fucking confused.
I feel like I try and show like my friends like IRL like meme videos from things I like, and it always looks really awkward.
And
You
main one,
realize
I
that
think
something
people,
is-
the only
Sorry.
one people realize is the Leroy Jenkins outside of WoW.
Right.
Leroy Jenkins.
It's stuff like that that makes you realize that a simple term like wipe is like not known as what a wipe is outside of this game.
Yeah.
Even in other video
AoE.
games.
Wipe is
DPS.
WoW's gamer word.
More doubts.
Yeah, like yesterday, my friend asked me what dot was. I was like, "What? Everyone knows that."
Yeah, damage over time.
I remember the first time I read AoE on a GameFAQs guide, and I had to look up what they meant.
I remember the
As a
first
Game
time I
Boy
looked
game.
up what PVE stood for.
PVE.
I feel like I've done that on many occasions, actually.
I did the same with ERP.
Then there's me whenever I tried looking up one of those class guides, and literally every other word's an acronym for them.
Yep.
Yeah.
I went on the Resto Shaman Discord yesterday, and there are so many acronyms I don't even know.
Yeah, every totem has their own acronym.
It's like you're telling me you can't just type tremor?
Nah, it's TT.
You got SLT, SWT for that one fucking legendary. I'll
I
stop.
feel like SLT is one that probably is the most known.
Yeah.
Like of all of them. Man, look at all this bad writing in front of us.
Yeah, every
Oh, it's hideous.
So their energy isn't based on DPS or anything.
Nope.
So it should be happen at pretty regular intervals.
Correct.
Does anyone know when the
It's
first one comes out?
Roughly 53 seconds.
Yep, 50 seconds in.
Is it 50? Felt
Yep.
like
And that's Mal'Gannis's.
Yeah.
Is it? I thought Mal'Ganis was the Among Us one.
I think they do trading
Mal'Ganis
mechanics every minute.
is the circle one. Contessa is the Among Us.
Among Us.
Among Us.
Still having
Amogus.
hearing Among Us, and I'm having flashbacks. Getting PTSD.
I had to stop playing that game because I was losing friendships.
Good.
Oh, I think that's what, Onyxia, or is that... No, that's not Onyxia. I'm trying to figure out who the characters are.
There's a list that someone put up.
Oh, you're right, Val.
Brum brum dee dum brum dee dum brum.
It didn't
that
actually
song.
portal
That
me.
song
That was
slaps.
weird. Can I get another summon?
We're trying.
Can I stop getting summoned? Like my third one.
Nancy has my order. Please, Nancy, don't fail me.
Don't film me now, Nancy.
I need those Hooters wings.
Nancy, bring me that Hooters.
The throat goat.
Throat goat.
How many people need them? 6?
I think this is cursed.
Yeah, just
I had to
personal.
use personal.
Yeah, I was going to, but I thought I'd wait until if we drop one or not.
Can we try a different summoning stone?
What the fuck? Yeah, it just gives me a blank load screen. Hello, game?
You might just have to log out.
Operation Karcher drop.
I don't know. That's pretty
on.
sus.
Maybe if 4 people summon at once.
I just closed game, I'll reload. I think y'all should do a pull without me, because now my game's not even loading at all, so.
Okay.
I don't want to make y'all wait.
I'll do 4 time.
Oh.
Oh, there, as I say this.
It's gone. Is Jamie back yet?
Yeah, but give us 1 second, please.
Karcher, that literally happened to me when we were doing Mythic 9 one time.
Just got to clean up that tarp from the quickie.
Oh. Worky bitch.
I just saw that picture of Jinx, Jamie. She's not very bright, is she?
Do what?
I said I just saw that picture of Jinx. She's definitely not very bright, is she?
She's a darker cat. No.
Oh my fucking god, dude.
give us 1 second. Noah was calling to say that he's coming home from the twins' birthday party.
I'll just go there myself. I don't know why I can't take summons.
Let me try it. Let me try it.
So help me if it fixes. I hate you.
And kick
Let me try. Open sesame. I've done all I could do.
Was there drugs and alcohol at the party? Is that why he had to come home?
Let's go.
Let's see.
It didn't work?
It won't let me. I get no progress bar. Like, this is what happens. It just gives me this screen and no load.
Who's this?
It doesn't load.
Lou Barboss.
It doesn't go.
Who is this guy?
Was that Ruggles?
Gotcha.
Yeah, just gonna have to go without me. It's not working.
Oh, wrong person.
I was like, who the heck is that?
Yeah, that's what we were asking is, who is this guy?
What's your like kitty?
Like, why did you invite Ruckburn?
You made their day for a second.
You better as we know the guy. I gotta go explain to him why he got kicked.
No, Noah, his cousins are twins, and it was their birthday tonight. So they're at like this place called Scene 75, and apparently one of the twins crashed a go-kart really bad.
Thought it was a good
alcohol
idea
to me.
to floor the
No
go-kart into a tire wall.
So
Yeah, so Noah had to call us and tell us about it.
Sorry. Let's get it.
Get it, get it.
All right.
Get it.
I'll take Contessa first, and I'll point her. Let's do Contessa behind Mal'Ganis. So yeah, you can take Mal'Ganis and face him. Yeah, that way.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, you guys have to stand off each other a little bit. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be on different sides.
Yeah.
We're gonna use like each of these little V's.
Yeah.
I'll taunt it, and then I'll taunt it another 3 times until your Ashen drops. So,
all right.
I mean, that's literally it.
You can time your Ashen for both of the whatever disease phases if you wait for it for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for that. I'm gonna wait for that. Here we go. Bang channeling. Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I will cast you into oblivion.
You move away from the sleep pool.
Yeah, fools need to leave.
Alright, we'll move to the next one. After this leeching.
So the pools spawn on range, so
Watch in front of Contessa. Try to be towards like the center area.
and less.
Move out with the green circle.
We can move. I'll bring him over.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
Where's the range you can take him on?
Sorry. I was like, oh god. Alright, we can do this.
Incoming
I'm
waves.
asleep, please. Sorry.
Watch green pools.
Incoming waves.
Jamie?
Jamie.
Buster?
Buster Couture.
Buster Couture.
Buster and Jamie.
As
Oh my god, that UA.
Fuck
you!
Moving them.
Was gonna PI you, but
Shit, I'm asleep. Help me, I'm asleep.
butt munch motherfucker.
I had to kill somebody.
Watch in front of Mal'Ganis.
Check into that if you don't have green.
We gotta move.
As
My bad.
I'll get it in just a second.
Watch your step, watch your step.
Oh, we're on the same side. Oh.
Yeah, he
We're gonna
healed a
need
lot.
Mal'Ganis.
Roll.
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 Moon.
I see moon.
See
Moon?
dinos.
Dinos too.
6
I
votes
see
on
dinos.
Light.
Bro,
That
you
was
lying,
Yeah,
bro.
no. You guys like gave up on killing me at some point.
No, we did kill you, right? At least I did.
You need to focus more on Mal'Ganis.
Stay there, kitty. I gotta. Yeah, thank you.
Caster in bad positioning.
Oh, sorry.
Come over.
Let's call it.
Please call rally when you need it.
Yeah.
Get
Purple.
cozy.
You can take the right side. Oh, you're going that way.
Watch your feetses.
I'll try to stay in front of you all the time.
I'm gonna give this to Rain.
Phantom, give to your Rain.
Watch out. Watch out, it's coming into melee. You're all gonna get hit.
Oops.
Or
Has.
Altair.
I see altar.
I see Phantom.
Phantom.
I see phantom as well.
Yeah, all it takes is 3.
I seem to have died.
Yeah, me too. People just killed me.
Okay.
This fight is actually a social experiment about the mob mentality.
Think that.
Oh, sleep in a pool.
Oh, damn it.
Pod tender.
Oh, that debuff sucks.
Yeah.
Seems like we had multiple people with the wrong votes.
Is the number above their head the votes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why are we getting like 7 votes on people?
We should never be getting 7 votes on.
I mean, we were repeatedly
We should be getting up to 3.
I have a hard time seeing the Dreadlord
it's
on
like a
anyone, so I
minimum of
usually
3,
don't
right?
call it.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is like a dumb question, but the bar over people's heads does not mean that they're the Dreadlord?
No, it's the big
Gotcha.
flappy dreadlord over their heads that they could be.
It looks like a ghost Dreadlord.
But you see more than you see more. There's only 2 dreadlords out there, right? And you'll see 5, and that's the reason why the 3 matters.
Alright.
So
I'm gonna be honest, I definitely just killed Dino because I saw a giant chicken and I just killed her.
That sounds like my level of Boomkin hate.
Damn.
So the green pools that spawn after we drop the carrion, does that go in the direction of where the player was? Like relative to the purple circle?
They just spread out. They shoot out from like in multiple directions, right?
2 directions.
Oh,
from
in
each
heroic
person.
they shoot out 5. So
I thought it was 3 in heroic and 4 in mythic.
maybe that's the case.
Can we put a marker for the range to sit at? Bulls keep spawning on melee.
I mean, range should be in the center of the room.
Yeah, basically, make sure you're just past this little bar. That's all.
Phantom died because after we killed the Dreadlord and then we kept killing them. Is that real? Is that like a...
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
I heard
like,
two people
you'll
say
get
my name
knocked
and I
back.
dropped and stayed dead.
Yeah, you'll get knocked back
Canadian.
whenever the Dreadlord is discovered, but they're still targetable.
Yeah, they heal back to 50% health, and then we just kept killing them.
Yeah, my dots definitely were definitely killing people.
Yeah, so I just wouldn't dot anyone. Just let the people with instants kill them.
I know my final hit was Eviscerate off Torp.
You see, I know
Nice
that
big
Hella is
boy,
probably
eh?
sitting there doing a big ass, Seed of Corruption spam.
I
No,
mean,
I wasn't doing
Oh,
that.
giggle.
playing a huge dot class.
Yeah, I was just playing Vile Tate, just dotting everybody with a 20% slow.
I don't know about all that, my dude.
Anyways, let's get more polls in.
I may have also put Soul Rot on one of
Buster, you
those.
good to go? Buster, you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, you're good.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Troll, am I still PIing you?
Oh, I thought you were getting Mal'Ganis. Oh, that is Mal'Ganis.
Get Mal'Ganis.
What? Bro,
No, go back to normal targets.
They tricked me with this chicken form. Just my hatred took over.
I'm voting for Slight.
Oh, we gotta move.
Calling in advance.
Remember to watch the cleaves. The one time you don't want to see big cleaves.
Watch the green coming in there.
It looks like they go from top left of mini map down
We
to
got green
bottom
in
right.
melee.
Last.
Take the green out.
We got Mal'Ganis after this.
Okay. Pull right on me. We gotta move.
Moving.
Ah, snap.
I got Mal'Ganis again.
I got him. I got him. We can swap as soon as taunt goes up. Taunt immune. Hold up. Okay, good.
That Starfall.
Moon and Phantom.
I guess see.
I see
Phantom.
Troll.
Yo, I'm fucking dead
Nope.
ass looking for what's happening. Yep, I don't see it. I guess
Yeah.
I just don't
I
get
got
it.
Won't show for everybody.
I agree. I didn't see it either.
Moving.
I don't think everyone's going to see it. Only
Not
some.
like
everyone's
5
gonna see
people.
it.
I got you.
And so it's actually 7 people, but
We're not
Please
overlapping.
stand still.
2 of those are imposters.
Mongoose.
Or moguls.
That ad will be gripped in 10 seconds.
Mystic.
You got pull on us. Let's skip to the next one.
Oh shit. Sleep a second.
Dispel Udis. I've got a.
Oh, my bad.
I'm gonna take the green from the tank.
Oh, I gripped it in too early. Oops. What a perfect stun timing.
Holy shit, I see it. It's on
Gaza.
Yes.
Yep.
Formula.
Okay.
If you have green right now, you fucked up. You got hit by the green on the ground.
I see Minasai.
We got
Where's the
one
other
more.
one?
We need
Val.
Yeah, get me.
Have Mal'Ganis.
I got her.
Hey, come here.
Can we move away from the purple pools before the swarm starts?
Yep.
Oh boy. I don't think I can get to one of these. Nope. Oh, maybe.
I'll take it off of the tank.
Oh, big ring. That's massive.
I got
Need a little more on
Mal'Ganis.
Contessa.
Watch that pool.
Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to actually give that to you.
We gotta move.
Green coming through melee.
Alright, I got her.
Don't kick, please.
Yeah, we don't kick those until it gets to full life.
Green and melee.
Move melee.
Keep the kicks on the corporal shade, please.
This is a perfect face as a healer.
Gaza.
Gaznik?
You got Gaznik and Alter.
Yeah, you can drink mana.
Alter has it as well.
Yeah.
Alter.
Alter's at 3.
Oh my god.
Got Mal'Ganis.
Okay.
More on Contessa.
Okay.
Watch the sleep pool.
I'm just gonna single target her.
Watch out for the.
Move one more. Move one more. I got her.
Yeah, I'm trying to get taunt. It's not taunting. There we go.
Mystic, if you have it.
AoE phase
Switch.
9.
More on Mal'Ganis. Kill. Let's do it.
There we go.
Woohoo!
Easy.
GG, guys.
Wow. Congrats on tier.
I seriously haven't looted anything
Chugs!
from raid.
Chugs!
Yo, let's go!
Freaking right.
Let's fucking go.
I didn't loot anything from raid this week. This fucking sucks. This game
Same
sucks.
here.
How are we doing, Jailer?
No, let's just start re-clearing as far as we can get in.
Also, why? I'm still kind of unclear. Why would we not do Jailer? Is something weird going on with loot?
It adds more things to your pool, which is less chances for tier.
Okay.
Yeah, it might reduce your chances for tier in your vault. Because there are more items to pick from.
Thorpe, isn't it?
Wouldn't killing the previous bosses too do that?
No, because they're already in your pool.
Are they?
Yes.
Yeah, it's not for the week, it's forever.
Yeah.
I don't know if that actually.
It's 100%. That's how it works.
So I got a choice of heroic Andy's head before we killed them in the vault.
That's,
Tier's different.
Tier is
okay?
the one thing that's different.
Okay.
But
Rip.
Sorry, what did you say is the one thing that's different?
Tier this thing. You can get like Andy's head without ever killing Andy.
That's such an interesting system that they input into the game. Really brings out the RPG aspects, you know? I like it.
Yeah, you're right, Amy.
You go, I'll be waiting.
Also, I hated that fight. I didn't understand when to pop my CDs.
I just popped them on
It's really
cooldown.
not fun.
I just popped my externals on you when you were starting to hurt.
Yeah.
We're just gonna re-clear the first as many as we can, essentially.
2 bosses.
Any chance we can go to Artificer side first?
That's fine.
When you leave the instance first, right?
Yeah.
There's a teleporter.
That was a good healer fight. It was so straightforward.
Yeah, it's just like every 1.5 minutes there's big raid damage.
Just dispel everyone when they have one. Drink mana.
I like that fight as demo. I just push my buttons.
I just watch Zuggers be Zuggers.
You know,
Just
that's
watch
not
out.
your word, dude.
He's a warrior. I'm pretty sure
it's our word.
It's
Mother
I invented that
sucker.
word.
Um,
Although I did kept taking the buff
Where
off
do
of
we-
Mike and running it out to people, so maybe I'm not
It's
anymore.
unzug of you.
So how do we get out of here?
You
found
run.
it.
Run.
I'm just hoping the people in front of me know where they're going.
We can drop a stone as soon as we have Warlock that comes out.
I'm going to sit so I can take the dog out. We'll talk to you guys later.
Well, that answers that
Doggy.
question.
So not this warlock.
But during that massive AoE phase, there's not really much I can do, right? Because Morrowind doesn't do any damage.
Yeah,
It does big damage.
Also, don't you run the Whirlwind Conduit with Bladestorm?
Yeah, we're going for Heroic Calandra.
I'm not that soulbind.
No, well, there's your problem.
I see.
Fight is just so fucking long.
Yeah, it really is.
My only issue with the fight. When I did it earlier, it was 11 minutes long.
Isn't the average timer 10?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
You live through a minute of range.
I was the one tanking.
So we're doing Zymox, you said?
Yeah, it's fine. We'll do as much as we can.
Speedrun trash.
Yeah, we'll...
How is everyone?
Most of us ran back inside.
Oh, I see what.
Thanks, I believe in you. Keep pulling.
Okay.
People kill themselves on the reflect, it's their fault.
So we're killing like Guardian and then Cymox? Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's fine. Or just Guardian if it's the only thing to kill.
Need 2 more bosses for the 8.
You want to take them out of that field?
They shoot guns. Can't really move.
Blat blat.
I'm finna kill you.
Blat 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 blat.
I'm finna drill you.
So we're doing heroic. This is still heroic.
No, this is normal. We're just doing the bosses that we hadn't done. And then next week will be the same, like, it just starts in tier, essentially. I'll keep extending on the warrior, or the hunter. Let's get the loot pinata.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Volatile Matrium. Dissonance. Refracted blast.
That's funny.
Wave of disintegration. Refracted blast. Prefabricated sentry.
You went in without me.
Oh.
I don't really fucking care. I
Loot
don't think
pinata.
anything, I don't think anything really drops off this. Nah.
Refracted blast.
Oh, ain't no thing.
Force field.
Sorry, we saw the everyone's ready, I think.
Force field.
Fine.
Refracted blast. Prefabricated sentry.
Look, see if you can shadow step this wall.
I am trying.
Yeet yourself off and see if you can go
Stand
around.
inside the bubble.
Oh.
Exposed core.
I tried.
Prefabricated sentry.
Walls are still buggy. Have to spam click on them.
Dissonance.
I don't want to be at the front of the room.
Refracted blast.
There's no dude back here anymore.
Wave of disintegration.
It's down to 2 now.
Where'd he go?
They nerfed it?
Oh, we just we got
him
2 already.
Refracted blast.
That's what happens when you kill ads fast enough.
Yeah.
Volatile matrium.
I guess it's their way of making up for an incredibly boring first fight.
Dissonance.
Is that a sneeze? Barking or
hiccups?
Oh.
Yo, I
That's
just
not
read,
bad. That
I
was
just
those are.
heard about an article where you can get rid of hiccups, like involuntary hiccups, by stimulating your vagus nerve and you do that by putting a finger up your ass.
Yeah.
What? Yep.
Won't pass up any opportunity.
Rectal massage stimulates the vagus nerve. Yep.
So,
And it cures hiccups.
who's taking one for a team here?
Nick.
What?
Dude, I'm first up.
You want the doctorate, do it for science.
So if that works for hiccups,
Fuck
what do you
you.
use for giccups?
The fuck? What?
My wife sounds like a fucking Pokemon when she hiccups.
A goosey hiccup.
I'm
Hey,
dead.
Slight. That's an AoE.
I was inside, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
You went from like 100 to 0 so fast.
You don't know. I don't even know.
Yeah,
You're like that tank I tried healing in a dungeon earlier.
No, Tanner.
I got bored. I tried to settle the frog.
Dude, what is up with it showing me the icon and then I do it and it just
Hold on,
drops
stack on
it?
tanks, stack on tanks, stack on tanks.
Wave of disintegration.
Goodbye, Raid.
Fucking got him.
I trusted you!
Oh.
Got him.
Okay.
I was like, oh,
You're
God,
solo tanking it, so.
Here, I'll help.
I'm 20.
You get 13 seconds.
Refracted blast. Matter dissolution.
That thing is kind of cool looking.
It's a giant ball with arms and legs. What are you talking
Orb,
about?
man.
Sounds so disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got some news for you, but everything else is pretty bland by comparison, so this looks pretty badass, but right?
Refracted blast.
I would advise not getting hit by those.
Gives us something to heal.
Thought they buffed you with haste.
Oh, look, that's a pretty nice ace buff.
Matter blast.
Mechanics. I don't want these.
Jamie Boo.
Split resolution.
Mine announces like other people first and
Refracted blast.
Ours already way out with mine. So I don't know why. Somebody was saying for me to move.
Refracted
I guess
blast.
Troll's character was saying your name.
so mine announces the other person's first, and then you're supposed to go to wherever that person was and stack them there.
Sorry, but that's a little wrinkled for my taste.
Refracted blast.
And lost it down.
Core overload.
See, now it's too quick. Now my action's on CD. Thanks, Blizz.
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Blizzbama.
It's fucking cursed. Blizzbama. A terrible day to have yours. So glad I can talk cooldowns when he has 1 million HP left.
Sweet, sweet renown.
Sweet, I got that conduit finally.
Mortals were never meant to enter this sacred ground. You will soon witness events that expand your understanding of
I can't even get loot off of this boss either.
So we have 7 minutes left.
There's no chance we get to a boss.
Yeah, let's just call it. Good run, guys.
Good
run. No portals.
We set out and did more than what I thought we would do. So
I have that. Apparently, I think I forgot to roll off earlier.
Low expectations.
Y'all did good.
I mean, I didn't think that we would 2-3 pull Anduin.
Anduin
Wow. Thanks for having no faith in us.
It's a little bit to learn. We had some new people in here. That's all.
I mean, I was literally AFK at that fight too, so literally had a dead corpse.
Shit, I didn't even know.
I was at work. I had to input card information and stuff.
Cass, were you asking about the risk? No one's rolling.
I'll take it for transmog, dude.
Transmog.
Wait, hold on. I need this wrist. My bad.
Wait, Slight, you need those wrists?
Yeah, I got 246 wrist.
That's tragic.
69, 69.
Thanks for the run, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to bed?